Hi guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing 3 videos. The third video is more of a update or something like a news, not really review, but this one is a list of 12 fragrances, which are, you can say, powerhouse slash classic, old school, but not really barbershop. Okay, some of them are kind of fresh, mild fresh, woody. So these fragrances are dated now. Not dated means like they have some years on them. These are not really the latest trend going on, but I do like my darker perfumes, my vintage fragrance, vintage smelling perfumes. So this fragrance, I feel, if you want to smell a little bit vintage, you can try them, and they are different from the mainstream now tonka, or this sweet, this kind of cashmere and cumin, this kind of notes. It's not this trend is very much of its own style. Think of the movie called Heat, where Robert De Niro met Al Pacino this time. Okay, so classic movie times, like Val Kilmer, rest in peace, my favorite actor. If you watch Ghost and Darkness, these times, so time is around 3 a.m. and I'm wearing my vintage Casio just for the video. Okay, so let's start. So I will tell you one thing: I do not remember each notes breakdown very well. Reason being, there are just so many fragrances to remember, but I remember basic framework. So you can check out the full review on these. I have reviewed them all individually. Let's go. First fragrance I'm going to show you after a long time. I just saw it at the back of my collection and I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about it. I think Enrique Iglesias perhaps was the face of it. Then they removed the face from the box. This is called Tommy Hilfiger True Star Men. These perfumes, I think, are discontinued now. There's one for women and one for men. This fragrance I saw, this is the box I have. I don't think I have the very first box, but this is the box. If you see it somewhere, give it a try. I saw it, I'm like, what is this fragrance? It's new. I haven't seen this. It looks like CK Escape bottle. Very kind of interesting. And when I spray this, totally different experience from all the freshies that I know for summer. This reminds me of good old days of Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Davidoff, or some of these other houses. They're making a lot of this old school citrus like CK Eternity Time. And this smells really different, one of a kind. There's this melon accord, this oceanic accord, not to be confused with oceanic of Invictus, like sweet, bubblegummy. No, back in the days, they did fragrances. The next one also is similar style. If you want to smell like a nice exotic melon note on the holidays and stuff, this is the fragrance. Longevity is okay, not bad for a freshie, but really nostalgic smell. If you like CK Escape, this kind of time, a really nice perfume. Okay, and it's very soothing and handsome, manly perfume. This is True Star by Tommy Hilfiger. Okay, that's the first one. And there was another house I cannot remember at this point. They also made a lot of these summer fragrances. Maybe names start with E, not Estee Lauder. I don't remember. There was this other house I reviewed also quite a few from. Anyway, so number 11, I'm going to show you another classic. This fragrance I'm lucky to have right now. I have 2 bottles actually, and this one, House of Calvin Klein. I don't know how this is the new bottle that I have. This is called CK Crave by Calvin Klein. This perfume, you have to see the review of Steven Red Essence, from where I actually learned about this perfume. This is a very interesting packaging. I don't know where, this is the where you open it from. When you open it, this is all plastic, by the way, presentation, and this is the amount of juice you get. This is, I think, 75 ml or so, okay? Like this bottle size, and this bottle size, this bottle is inside, okay? So you have to take it out to spray. Very interesting, cool presentation. And you cannot find these perfumes anymore. Super expensive, $400 sometimes. It's like the price of a kidney. If I was in US, I would be selling this on Amazon, all right? This one also has perhaps carambola, some sandy notes. It feels like... exactly, I cannot tell you like all the notes breakdown, but this one feels like there's nothing like this in the market right now. And the rest of them, like if you see very simple citrus, grapefruit, very boring. These ones were not boring. So I would say if you can find this, there's a starfish note accord, I think, okay, in this. So that's what makes this interesting. Very much of a 90s vibe. Okay, so try to look for this fragrance. This is called Crave by Calvin Klein, and I would say this is a vintage smelling freshie for summer, and not very easy to understand, complex, but once you understand, you will enjoy that through and through. Now let's get a little bit more darker, but not super dark. This next one is a Flanker 2-1 perfume, which everybody loves, and that one is called Quorum by Antonio Puig. But I'm going to show you today Puig Quorum. This is Quorum Silver. There's another one, maybe aqua or something, blue, yellow, sort of mixed bottle. I could not find it, sport or aqua, either one. That one I really, really want to try. And Quorum is, when I bought this first, this was like 100, sorry, 10, $12 only. Now, maybe 20 something dollars. So 8, 9 years prices doubled almost. But I remember, just take a look at the atomizer. You'll understand how old school this is. But this simple looking bottles give such good pleasure, and then the smell that you get from them, Aramis, these, Lapidus houses, they smell so much more expensive than their price tag. Okay, this one, the woody cedar, if you're a fan of a cedar note, okay, if you're a fan of cedar note, this is one of the best cedar notes that I found in a perfume, which is inexpensive but smells very beautiful, and the spices just very masculine. I absolutely love this perfume. This one, maybe it remind you of a little bit of barber shoppy style, but no lavender in this, I think. Quorum Silver, definitely check it out. It's one of the old school power pack perfume, but a mild, like longevity is good, but doesn't really burn your nostrils. Like Drakkar Noir was a bit overwhelming at first. This is not like that. So the next one is number 9. I think it's one of these perfume I'm showing after a long time. This is Jacques Bogart Force Majeure. To be fair, I did not wear this perfume a lot. This is the green. Think of the same way Pakuraban Pour Homme was made. Okay, you can see in the atomizer bottle, everything is old school. So I did have Bogart signature. I sold it off. I was not wearing it. And this, and also One Man Show, similar sort of greenness. Yeah, this is a lot of oak moss, very, very classic gentleman. Like, think of those Western films back in the days, the bar or the salon, with the big, the like animals with the big horns and stuff, like bison, or I don't know, antelope. Is it antelope? I don't know what you call the big deers and stuff for the hunters. You see these in this wooden bar, wooden houses. This one reminds me of that. Very beautiful, masculine, green, oak mossy fragrance, and it's fresh as well, but also for mature noses. Okay, so this is Force Majeure. You can give it a try. These fragrances, man, once you spray, they actually take over. Very, very, like, not modern day perfumes that you have to reapply every 3 hours. This fragrance, once you wear it, that's it, you wear it for the whole day. Next one is a little bit different. Okay, this one is not at all like any of these fragrances. This is sweet, warm, spicy, fruity. Okay, and there's a note of cactus in there, which is called Givenchy Xeryus Rouge. These fragrances are getting harder to find. I actually sold one of my Givenchy's, like Givenchy Gentleman, the 70s version, a few days back. I was not reaching for it. It was a leather honey fragrance, but this one is interesting. If you enjoy Davidoff Hot Water, which is reformulated now with that dark ridges gone, I got backup bottle. And also, I would say Azaro Pour Homme Elixir. If you like those, this is the upper class version of those with the cactus, kind of like a pimento, sweet, warm fragrance. And this one is very mysterious perfume. In the summer night, if you wear this fragrance really pops from your skin a lot. And it's kind of like a spirit, boozy, and at the same time it's mysterious as well. Very masculine fragrance. Nowadays nobody wears it. You can try it. Xeryus Rouge. It's a beautiful red and black bottle. After that, perhaps I like Xeryus more than the next one, but anyway, it's okay. It's just a list of fragrances. Next one is a fragrance I highly recommend you to get it now. Maybe they will discontinue this someday, and that will be sad. This is called Zino Davidoff. Okay, this is not the vintage version. This is the modern version. It said Johnny Depp was the face, or his signature scent was this fragrance, and he never really disclosed it, but the rumors have it. Rumors has it. No, rumors have it, or rumor has it. This fragrance is actually kind of like a bitter coffee, patchouli, and barbershop, lot of lavender. I used to own Boudejour, my favorite perfume, but I had to let it go. Very expensive Tom Ford, like $150, like that. So this is a darker take on Boudejour, and I think this one came out before Boudejour by Tom Ford. Both are fantastic, phenomenal perfumes. I have full respect for Davidoff, where they created this with this beautiful coffee accord. You can see that cap. It smells like a little bit dark, and then this two colors mix. Okay, so if you like dark fragrance, you can give it a try. Very nice for colder months. Zino Davidoff. Next one is called, I think, Halston Z14, right? The name I forget all the time. Yeah, Z14. Yeah, and this is a 125 ml bottle, and you can also buy massive 200 mls, I think. So these bottles look kind of weird, like a pebble or something, and doesn't look very high end, right? But I saw the hype from Ashton, and then some of the other reviewers who really like this. This is a proper old school, classic, masculine, and this does not smell like a modern perfume. It smells okay, dated, but I'll tell you, when I tell you another Tom Ford fragrance, which is called Italian Cypress, we got the bergamot, we got the cypress green note and be dark. I reviewed that, check it out. That Tom Ford is going to cost you a lot of money, and this one I think came out before Tom Ford, right? So this is a very genuinely very interesting fragrance, very affordable as well. We can find this between $25 to $35, which is very affordable. And this fragrance actually is good when it rains. If you like the days where you wear Narciso Rodriguez for humidity, you can wear this same fragrance. It's kind of like a green, foresty. It's like it takes you to a different zone from the city. Okay, I really like that about this fragrance. It's a timeless classic for me. Z14 Halstone or Halston, I don't know. So number 5 is going to be this fragrance from House of Lapidus. I have two Lapidus back to back. First one is going to be called Black Soul Imperial. So there's one called Black Soul, and the Imperial one is a darker take on it. Take a look at the bottle. Yeah, these bottles are purely not the sexy new bottles of Pakora Buns. Okay, this fragrance is power packed. This one has a roasted coffee accord. First time I tried this fragrance, man, I was scared. Okay, I tried the day before I tried Thierry Mugler Angelman in 2016, and I thought that was scary. You know, I was like dark. The day I tried this, I'm like, this is Big Brother or Big Bro, or no, this is Big Father. You know, like a father of that Angelman. Not that they're the same, but that coffee, the darkness in this, man. There's a very dark note in there. I don't remember it was the leather or what. This fragrance is as dark as it gets. This one has a dark soul. Okay, so the name is so right. Dark Black Soul Imperial. Lapidus fragrances are very potent. Two sprays with a leather jacket in winter. This one is a classic. And then the roasted coffee note is something that stands out. Nobody talks about it. Ted Lapidus Black Soul Imperial. There's one for women as well, but I don't think that's dark. Next one is the OG. This is how people know Lapidus perfume. This is Lapidus Pour Homme. I had to bring it out. Kouros is here, but also these and Kouros, these two are the big kings in fragrance community who love powerhouses. I'll tell you frankly, I'll tell you honestly, there are lots of notes in there. I do not get them separately. Like they say, there's a pineapple accord here, there's a oak moss, there is green, there's galbanum, lot of this vanilla, perhaps. There's just so many notes in there, but what I really smell from this is just one smell. And that's weird because everything is like mashed together, and you're like, here you go. No top note, no base note, no heart. It's just one smell. So you do get kind of like a powdery, man, this fragrance I haven't sprayed in a long time. Okay, see, didn't spray. It has this white, fresh vibe with that old, like Terminator 1, it came out like 80s or something. This is the time it reminds me of. It's very like when movies used to be black and white. Okay, but you need to try this perfume. It's actually very addictive smell. I reviewed a few Lapidus perfumes on my channel. A very underrated house. Okay, definitely a bold fragrance called Lapidus Pour Homme. Number 3 is a high class fragrance, very high class. This is called Ralph Lauren Safari. It's a man's man perfume. This one replicates the high end whiskey bottles that are given in 5 or 7-star hotels, and I can definitely see it. It's definitely has the whiskey vibe. This is not the Cosmere version. Oh man, I slipped. The Cosmere version, which used to be the OG, but this one also is not bad. I get fair bit of sandalwood, leather, and the smell, the feel of this is. And I'll tell you one thing. This one again smells like vintage fragrance. It's like a back in the days where the movies used to take place in the desert. Maybe the movie called Mummy. You know, the Mummy movie, first one, which took place in Egypt, perhaps, and then a lot of these action scenarios within the sand. You know, think of fragrance like Dune by Dior. So very different from everything. And this is the good times of Ralph Lauren. I really like this fragrance. If my uncle used to rock this, you know, back in the days, like my father's colleagues, they used to wear this very professional masculine scent with a hint of orange up top. Okay, so leather, sandalwood, dominant fragrance, very old school. I love this perfume, and this is called Safari. Tomorrow I'm gonna wear that if it's not too hot. Number 2, very hard to find this fragrance. This is called Van Cleef and Arpels Pour Homme, the true gentleman fragrance, next to Chanel Santés. I actually sold Chanel Santés for a reason. I bought it twice. I sold it off twice. It's just so sad that some fragrances do not work for you. Sometimes maybe in future it will, but Antheus is such a perfume. It's just godly, like too much, to wear maybe castoreum or the leather or something in it is too dark. This fragrance right here, it's the leather that you love. It's like the leather of highest quality. When you smell this, the bottle may look like it's cheap to you, like, oh, it's a cheap looking bottle. When you wear this is so much better than Chanel and Theus. I'm just telling you my 2 cents. Try them both side by side, then you'll see. I miss my SAR bottle, TSAR. Both were magic, and this one I cannot find anymore because it's discontinued. Van Cleef and Arpels, Pour Homme number 2. And I did already mention there's going to be Kouros, and so here it is, discontinued, the beast. And this is the king Kouros, King Cobra, right? First few years, like 2-3 years, when I actually discovered it, I wore it like crazy madman. 10 sprays, 15 sprays of Kouros wherever I used to go, and people would be looking at me with like sheer disbelief and shock. And I did also get mixed reactions, like some mature ladies, they'll be like, they're sitting on the table having dinner far from me, and they're like their 40s, and maybe at the time I was 30s maybe. And I just realized, like, when they look at me, it's like look of admiration. Oh, this young man, not really young but younger than them. He's rocking this. Maybe their husband rocked it, their father rocked it, so that's good memory. So this now is discontinued, like YSL Opium Pour Homme. These fragrances, please get it. Even if you do not like it, you can sell it later for good price. It's not a loss at anyway. So Kouros is a dirty and clean fragrance at the same time. This has a lot of polarizing reviews. Check it out. Kouros is my number 1. So these are some of the fragrances I want to show you today. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you try some of these if you haven't tried all. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.